This past week, I was in Yerevan, Armenia. Years ago, Pastor Mitchell and I used to go to Moscow, Russia, and meet with the pastors in some meetings and meet with the men. Then when the war broke out, not possible for Americans to go there, and many of the Russian pastors were not allowed to come to America initially. So I think 3 years ago, after the war broke out, I started going with Pastor Richard Ruby. The Russian pastors would come out. They could go to a non-Western nation, so they were allowed to go to Armenia. And we met with them starting 3 years ago. I think in the initial meetings, we had maybe 25 couples that came, but we've continued to go back as the war has still been going on in Ukraine. And this past week, we met. It's grown. Now we had workers from, I think, 5 or 6 different nations. We had Russian pastors. We had pastors from Kazakhstan, Mongolia, Cuba, Uzbekistan, Armenia, and had like 120. I'm going to show you a video, just as a short clips of the meetings there. Amen. So, very, very, very powerful on a number of different levels. Number one, because many of the Russian pastors used to be drug addicts, and their rehab program, now they're men and women of God. That was amazing. Secondly was that just the different nations. It was surreal. I'm taking questions from Russians. I'm meeting with people from Kazakhstan, and the Kazakhs, some of them, they have an Asian look. I asked where that came from. They're descendants of Genghis Khan. And I'm looking, little white boy from Prescott, Arizona, with Kazakhs, Uzbeks, from Georgia, Cuba, everywhere. Incredible. And then when I first went there, I think 3 years ago for the first time, Yerevan impressed me. We didn't have a single church in Armenia at that time. I began to pray and said I would love to see a church there. You saw in the video a young couple, Richard Ruby, dedicated their baby. They were sent last year out of McAllen, Texas, and they've just been there a short amount of time. He dedicated the baby. When they got there, she was heavily pregnant. The baby was born in Armenia. And they brought some people. They've already got people saved, Armenians and different ones that they're bringing. So just incredible to be a part of what God is doing. So I thank God